Hi and welcome to the channel. Now today's video is about a couple of releases that kind of escaped me. I've suddenly bumped into them really because I do look around at certain sites seeing if they've got any clearance items, and one I go to is one here in the UK called HMV, and now and again they have a clearance item. It's few and far between. Some of them are like £20, £30 off, but all of a sudden now and again you get one a quarter or fifth of the price, which has happened to me twice recently-ish. Bought a record player for £50 that retailed for £200, and I bought a couple of pairs of these speakers. These are stereo speakers. I've got two sets of them. These are down from £99 to £19.99, and they're coming handy for the garden, etc. They're not too bad. One's not very good, but once you've got the stereo, it doesn't sound too bad at all. Okay, so that's them. So yeah, I scout about, and all of a sudden I seem that I've missed a few VHS releases. Now we've had vinyls come back, and apparently cassettes are coming back. These cassettes are coming back now. I'm going to stick a picture up there of what HMV have got to offer at the moment. So these are priced at about £11.99 here in the UK upwards. But all of a sudden I've spotted some VHS, and I thought maybe I should bring it to your attention, and maybe you haven't spotted these or realised these are out. And I mean, this is going to be a very limited, these are a limited run anyway, but it's going to appeal to a limited amount of people, I would have thought. I mean, not many people's got a VHS recorder these days, and if you do decide to go and get one, they seem to be creeping up in price, and also you're going to have to find, most of them are SCART leads kind of thing, so you maybe have to get a SCART lead to an HDMI converter, a bit of hassle maybe doing that, not unless you're going to go and buy a CRT TV. It seems I don't know, a bit weird. Maybe it's just a collectible item more than anything else. Limited 500 on the titles that are out at the moment. Like I say, I've just missed Evil Dead 2. That went a little while ago, so I'm not going to be able to get that if I wanted it. But the other title out is called Superior, and this is another horror film, and it seems to be two versions of this. There's a clamshell version. This is the normal kind of clamshell you get, where the cassette comes in like a plastic case. And I've got a few other tapes, but I couldn't get to them. But just to give you an idea, this is kind of like the normal kind of, I think they just call this a leaf kind of thing, a paper kind of sleeve. This is just a sleeve kind of cassette. Then it comes in two versions of that. I'm going to stick the details up on the screen now so you can see both of them. And these seem to retail for about £27.99, which I suppose these days isn't too bad, you know what I mean, ain't a fortune. Like I say, limited at 500. I remember years ago, and I'll probably mention it a couple of times, when I very first got into VHS, I was one of the first people in my street, probably, for a reasonable area, because I was up with technology then, and went out and bought my very first player. I think it was £579, and I was looking for obviously films and that, to rent. I'd go out and rent, but I noticed that Ghostbusters come out and Gremlins. They both come out at the same time here in the UK, and back then I don't know which way round of it was, but one of them was £99 to buy, and the other one was £129 to buy. So £27 or £39 or sorry, £30.99p on HMV at the moment. These releases, when you look at it at that, and they've got special artwork on the cases. They're done by well, the details up on the screen, as you can see. I'm not too sure who these people are, but they've got some special artwork. Maybe some of you know these are famous people or not, I don't know. But yeah, so I suppose in a collectible kind of way, maybe you're going to use it or just stick it on the shelf and collect it. But the 500 copies of Evil Dead 2 have already gone. They've sold out. I mean, it's quite a cult and classic film, that one. I'm not too sure about this Superior. But and I've got an idea, if them 500 are gone, that maybe they're going to bring out some other titles, maybe Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, some other big hitters from that kind of period, the 70s and 80s kind of thing. And we're going to see more of these maybe. Like I say, if they've already sold 500 of one, maybe the next run of some other films will be 1,000 and that. So maybe this is the future. Maybe this is going to, kind of snowball a little bit. And who knows? You know what I mean? One day it may suddenly be a bit like vinyl. But I can't see it myself. The reason being that you're going to have to go and get yourself an old player, and you're probably going to have to muck about with SCARTs and all these kind of connections. But there you go. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring to your attention that these VHSs are slowly creeping out, and cassettes seem to make a reasonable comeback now. So I mean, there's quite a few titles to choose from cassette wise. So maybe these VHSs are going to do what these cassettes are doing. Probably not going to reach nowhere near as mass appeal and mass market as vinyl has now. but maybe they're going to creep along and just trickle along with a few titles here and there. Maybe ones to keep out, you know, keep an eye on. If you're in that way of collecting these, you may just want to stick it on the shelf, never ever play it. I don't know, but then again, like I say, I just wanted to bring to your attention. That's it. Until the next video. Thanks for watching.